Hey, you gotta knock Miss K a break. She not feeling well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I ain't
not feeling well
100% yet.
today.
Yep, she's not 100%. Unfortunately, the ladies here today, a few of them are pretty sick. So we're going to kind of try and go through this, get through it the best we can. I do appreciate you ladies coming through, feeling how you do. So we're going to go ahead and introduce everybody. And we're going to start with Miss Lynn. Haven't seen you in a while. You're fashionably late, even for my standards. How you doing?
Oh, I'm competing with the diva. What? What is up, guys? This is Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer. Glad to be back on the Set It Off cast. Thank you again, Coupon, for having us tonight, and let's get this party started.
Of course, as always. Of course, of course. All right. So, next on the list is Miss K, the one we already know that don't need no introduction. But we're going to introduce her anyway. Go ahead.
It's your girl, Miss K, aka 219 Gary IND. We got some good topics tonight, so let's go ahead and get into it.
That's what's up. And we're going to go down the line to the video gamer. Nia, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video game her. It's always a pleasure to be on the Set It Off cast. I think this is what. Yes!
We needed a minute to wake up.
Yes! I think this is what, episode number 9? Like, we are
9.
doing this right now.
We're almost in the
That's what's
double
up.
digits.
Almost in the double
good.
digits. I am excited about these topics. We actually got some real juicy stuff to talk about tonight, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah. And if you're watching this and you appreciate the Set It Off cast, share this to let everybody and your mama,
Share,
your dogs, your cats
comment
know
on it.
that the Set It Off cast is live, okay?
What's up?
Nia got that height. That's what's up. Come on.
That's
I'm
what's
the hype
up.
woman
Only
of the
one that
Set It
ain't
Off
feeling under the
cast.
weather. Alrighty then. So, Meek B, go ahead, introduce yourself with all the sniffles and things going on in your world.
Oh,
Really?
What up,
You sound like
everybody's sick
me
today.
gaming community? Glad to be here. Glad I could make it. Got a couple of topics for y'all. Let's get it popping.
All right.
All right.
And as per usual, I have some guests here. So we're going to start with Mr. LG here. You have been invited into the Set It Off cast. Please introduce yourself, my dear.
Oh, I'm B. Hey, world, what's good? It's your boy LG, and I'm back with here live in the Set It Off cast. I'm ready to set it off. I've been ready to set it off.
Hey,
Y'all
let's
don't
go.
even know.
All right.
Let's go.
What's up? And we have another special guest here. We're going to go ahead and bring him in. We got Mr. LeveledGamer.
LeveledHead.
LeveledHead.
It's your boy LeveledHead.
You didn't get this thing to work. There you go. LeveledHead. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, people? It's your boy LeveledHead on the what? Now, what's the name of the
The
podcast?
Set It
Oh,
Off
Lord.
cast.
Set it off.
Set it off.
Set It
Cut
Off.
it off.
What Queen
That's what we calling it.
what Queen-
That's what they call it.
That's what we call it.
Well, I'm happy to be here. I'm glad y'all invited me. Look forward to having these topics discussed and introducing myself to y'all guys on this podcast. It's a joy to be here, so ready to do it.
All right.
Alrighty then. Ugh, my internet is acting crazy, but bear with me, you guys. Hopefully we can get through this.
Yeah.
So our first topic of the day is the Microsoft news, and apparently Microsoft would like to unify the PC and the Xbox One platform, ending fixed console hardware. So I'm just going to read a little bit of this article here because I didn't get a chance to go over everything, but for the most part, it's kind of says it for itself. So Microsoft is planning to unify its PC and Xbox One gaming platforms into one ecosystem running universal Windows applications. The head of the company, Xbox division, Phil Spencer, has announced. It also looks likely that the Xbox One will become more PC-like with backwards compatible hardware upgrades in the future. During a press event in San Francisco last week, Spencer said that the Universal Windows Platform, a common development platform that allows apps to run across PC, Xbox, tablets, and smartphones, would be central to the company's gaming strategy. That is our focus going forward, he told reporters, building out a complete gaming ecosystem for Universal Windows applications. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going on here that technical jargon that I cannot even describe. But for the most part, the idea of having a unified system with PC and Xbox, we'll stick on that topic. I would like to know everybody's opinion on that. So we're going to go roundtable style. We're going to start with our guests today. So LG, tell me what you think of that. Is that a good thing, bad thing? Do you care, not care? What is up with that?
I got 3 words. I'm going to start off with 3 words.
Go ahead.
It's about time.
Right.
That gummit. It's something that we've all thought about this for a long time. We thought that, well, shoot, we've all something should be connected somewhere, and somehow, hell, PlayStation does it. So why not Xbox or Microsoft? Because hello, Microsoft has been making computers since when? You know what I'm saying? The Xbox has been the Xbox was something that, if I remember correctly, was just a recent development compared to their PC stint. You know what I'm saying? We all know Microsoft's been making PCs for years. They pretty much own the market on PCs pretty much. And you know, Apple's like behind there. You know, they're a little behind, but still. But Microsoft is pretty much the OG of the computers. And you would think that since they've made a console, that they would have created something that would connect to the whole PC universe a long time ago. But hey, you know what? I guess like they always say, it's better late than never. So yeah. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. That's what I feel. All right. Levelhead, what do you think of this topic? Is there anything that stands out to you, or you're not too cool on? Go ahead.
Well, I think it's a smart move by Microsoft. We kind of talked about this on the Live and Level podcast this past Sunday with Jedi Knight, where we was pretty much talking about how we think Microsoft is going to a more PC-like approach with all their platforms. So I predicted this a while ago. I saw this happening when they first started talking about what they were doing with Windows 10 and how they was trying to incorporate it into the Xbox One, and then trying to unify their software and Windows and all that with the Xbox One. So it makes more sense because it allows Microsoft to free themselves up from trying to have this separate division of Xbox and then doing all the other stuff they do as a software company. It makes more sense to bring Xbox under the umbrella of what they already do, and it's going to make Xbox better, you know. So now the limits are off, you know, the handcuffs are off, and I think a lot of folks need to be prepared for something that might be more and beyond what they were imagining with what could be possible with the Xbox One and with what Microsoft is trying to do with it. So I think it's a good thing.
Yep.
All right, that's what's up. All right, so we're going to go down the line. We're going to start with Lynn. What are your thoughts on the merger thing going on here?
Well, just to add to that, I've already seen a bundle online. Best Buy they actually have a bundle out now where you can get a Lenovo laptop bundled with an Xbox One for around $530, $580, something like that. Oh, that's actually right now. So if anyone is looking to do, to get this, you can get it now. So I think it's a positive step forward. I'm excited to see what they're going to do moving forward with the Xbox One. How they're going to integrate this more, with the PC. But yeah, I think it's an awesome step, an awesome move. And hopefully some of these other companies will take note and, possibly try and do something with their console that's somewhat of a paperweight, aside from me playing Plants vs. Zombies. So yeah, it would be awesome to see how others are going to react to this as well. So.
Okay. That's what's up. Miss K, what are your thoughts on the topic?
We might as well get ready for PC gaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're easing us into it. And that's fine with me. It doesn't matter to me.
It don't matter to me as long as I still got my games.
Yeah.
Hey, better visuals. I can tweak stuff in games. If the developers put it in the game, I can tweak stuff on the console. I'm all right with that. If they want to ease me into PC gaming, I was going that way anyway. So yeah, go ahead, push me. That's fine.
As long as they easing me over there, that's cool. I just don't like the abrasiveness when they like force you. That's not. That's never cool. But this way is more better because it's getting you used to it. Because I mean, the Xbox technically is a computer anyway. So
basically, I mean, that's
sliding on over to PC.
They're just merging everything together. I mean, like everybody else is already saying, you know, that's the way of the world. So either you hobby. That's where it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, how do you feel about it, Nia?
Well, I mean, I guess pretty much a summation of what everybody else has already said. I'll go where the games go. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not one of those kind of people that's so loyal to having a dedicated box that I'm like so like stubborn in my ways to where I won't do wherever, you know, the industry is going, as long as it's beneficial to me as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? I'll go where the games go. But like, I'm looking at this article right now, and this, I'm gonna read a short blurb, and this is really the most interesting thing about this blurb to me. And it says, what this could mean is that the Xbox One becomes more like a PC, with Microsoft releasing updated versions at regular intervals with more powerful processors and graphics hardware. In theory, because games will be written as UWAs, I don't know what that term stands for, I didn't read enough, older titles will remain compatible with the new machine. So what it sounds like they're saying is that the Xbox One is going to be upgradable, comparable to like current PCs and like cell phones. Because I mean,
Yeah.
the way that it sounds is that they're gonna try to make the Xbox One adaptable to move whenever software moves, so that they're both moving at the same time to make sure that you're getting the most out of both, and they're both benefiting one another. You know, the hardware and the software are both going to be playing off of each other. And whenever Microsoft started making these changes to where, not even changes, this is stuff that they've always done, but they've been a lot more focused on it for this generation with bringing like their games over to the PC. You know, I was always kind of one of those people that was like, yo, it looks like Microsoft is really trying to go back to their roots in software. A lot of people forget that at the end of the day, Microsoft is a software company. They're one of the largest software companies in the freaking like world, right? Yep. So this is what they do, and they're just going back to their roots. They're trying to find a way to incorporate this with what the consumers are willing to, I guess, pay for or willing to buy into as well. So it's kind of an interesting thing, because I was kind of talking to some of my friends about this earlier today too, and they were bringing to the attention that, you know, sometime before this generation, you know, there was talks within the Xbox division that they were going to try to get rid of it altogether, because the Xbox division, I don't think, has ever made Microsoft like money. And so like I could see a lot of this being something that maybe Phil Spencer has put in place to kind of keep gaming around instead of like deading it all together. And if this is what they have to do to make the Xbox as a platform profitable, as well as, you know, it's something that consumers would be able to buy into and kind of get a breast to, you know, I'm all for it. So, I mean, it seems pretty dope to me, but that's just me.
Okay, that's cool.
But to add to that, though, I would like to say that I think they're going to have more of these bundles coming out, too, where you're going to get a console and a computer in a bundle for a decent price.
Yeah.
You know? So I can see that happening more and more down the line as well.
That's what's up.
I don't know. I see it working, especially with them Microsoft Surfaces.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Don't nobody have no Microsoft Surface money, honey. So,
Right.
Yeah.
All right now.
Right? So we'll have to make do.
When that surface come a little bit lower to the ground.
Right?
Can I ask a question? Isn't the whole mouse and keyboard supposed to be coming to the Xbox One now?
They're gonna. I think it's either already there or there's supposed to be an update in the future that adds that support.
I mean, I don't mind.
It's already there because I've tried. It's already
The
there.
reason I was saying that is because I think it was John Shaw who said something about it, and I was thinking, I think they got some ideas from Alienware, like looking at what they were doing with the Alienware systems and having different, I guess, spec systems. Like if you want to buy the system and you don't have the money for the top-notch graphical pushing version, you can spec it out how you want to. This might be something in the future. It allows Microsoft to play to their strengths. Like, anybody understand Xbox One and the Xbox division, Microsoft is really stepping out of their thing into something that they weren't used to, which is gaming, but to bring back under their umbrella, like Nia was saying, which is software, and just focusing on the PC aspects and making the Xbox One more PC-like, it allows Microsoft to do their thing faster and more effective and more efficient than trying to do two separate things and one not bringing the funds in that they're looking for. And I think it allows them to be at their strongest by bringing the Xbox back under what they typically do. Now, like I said, I don't know how far this is gonna go, but it seems like if they do it right, this could change the game. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's definitely changing the way that we view consoles. It's becoming that box that we see next to our TV is going to become more of a platform than an actual box.
Right.
Yeah.
Just collecting dust.
Right.
I mean, you play games.
Mine don't collect no dust.
Mine don't collect dust. I be playing.
Collect dust when I'm playing the game because it's just sitting there. What am I doing with it? I'm not picking it up. All these consoles are collecting dust, whether you play them or not. Calm down. I'm just saying, it's just funny when people they're like, oh, well, you collected dust. I'm like, it collects it whether you play it or not, because all you're doing is putting a CD in there, just putting a little DVD in there, and you're pressing the button, and you're pressing play, and you're going. It's still collecting dust no matter what.
I think because of the concept, when you think of the concept of collecting dust, they mean
nobody touches it, nobody does it. Exactly. I know. But I just thought I'd point that out since
I got you.
Gamers are so passionate, boy. They was pouncing on you.
No, I just run out. I got a little spray tan that I be spraying.
It just always struck me as odd, and I thought it was funny because I'm like, what do you mean collected dust? Ain't they all collected dust whether you play it or not? You ain't moving it around or nothing, unless you're like the type of gamer that travels with your system a lot. Then it probably isn't collected as much dust. But anyway, that ain't really a topic. But I just thought that out. So did everybody get a chance to kind of go over that concept, that topic before we move on or anything? Meek, did you get a chance to chime in?
She's
yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm muted because I've been sneezing.
You've been sneezing. All right. Hold on. I gotta find this thing. Okay. So the next topic is this young Conker.
Just so stupid.
Okay. Hold on. Let's just hold the phone before we all go off. We all know what Conker is. We all understand that it was a childhood thing for the most part, for most of us. I didn't get a chance to actually look at everything about it, but I did get to see the video, and all I have to say is, who the hell greenlighted this shit? That's all I gotta say. Who thought this? He looks like he's literally drunk Conker as opposed to young Conker. And why is he rolling around in my living room and not on a freaking video game where I could actually enjoy the nostalgia trip of having him available to me again? Like, this is like first Spark, you do Project Spark, and then you relegate him to run around on my couch being a little bastard child. What? So we're gonna go roundtable style real quick, and just everybody just kind of give your idea. I don't know if you've seen the video or if you know much about it. Whatever you know about this topic, just kind of give your 2 cents. So I'm gonna start with you, LG. Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
May I please share my screen? Can I share? Do I have permission to share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do it.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Okay. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh,
can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Now, see, for anybody that knows, this right here, if you can see my screen, let me zoom in some more. This right here is Conker, okay? And for those who don't know, this is Conker, okay? This, I don't know what the heck. That is not Conker. This is Conker. Let's do it again. This is Conker. That is not Conker. Okay.
He looks like some kind of drunk Conker or something.
No, he's not even drunk. He's like on acid.
Somebody made a comment. They said he hit the milk hard.
He hit the milk.
That was sour.
He had too much sour milk. Kids, this is what happens when you don't drink your milk. Okay,
No,
you end up looking like this.
Young Conker. Why does he look like it looks like he was? I'm sorry. This is just no. I'm not even gonna go there. You call this young Conker, but then you want to show me what he looked like prior to? Like, no. This is young Conker. It's the OG, Conker, and then this new one is literally what happens when you don't use him in your video games, or you don't give him a video game. He goes out on the corner and he has to sell his, soul to the devil or a piece of butt or something. He got to sell his tail. Like, he doesn't even have his girlfriend anymore. What's up?
Yeah, look, his tail looks like a pencil sharpener. What the heck is this?
I'm sorry, the dude's been through a rough time. I don't know.
I mean, no. I mean, I would. This is almost as bad. This is almost as bad as the Sonic thing of Sonic Boom. No, you know what? Sonic Boom's redesign was better than this. I'm sorry. This is just bad.
I mean, I can give them that even with bandages. I can give them that because this dude needs the bandages.
Sonic looked weird on Sonic Boom, but he wasn't as bad as this. Now this is on some Spyro the Dragon type nonsense when they got sold out to Activision.
I would have took that. I would have taken that redesign over that design. I'm sorry, that was bad. It was horrible. Like in the concept. Now I understand the whole the Sony iToy concept thingy where you have them running around the thing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You want to have the more but give me an actual Conker game, like a continuation of Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know what I'm saying? Give me Conker's Bad Fur Day #2 or Bad Fur Weekend or something.
Or Conker's night out in the hood or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just give me
like
something.
he already had a night in the hood.
He need a new one because he need to go to the suburbs or something. I don't know.
It was horrible. I mean, that's just bad. I'm sorry. I can't deal, man. Some of these people, you need to get the people that go back to it.
So the game is he comes on your couch and run across it.
It's a HoloLens.
It's a HoloLens thing. Yeah, it's just you I guess you basically wear the HoloLens. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna play this video in the background while I share it.
And the thing is, they want to charge you.
I'll take the Eagles.
What? $3,000 for a dev kit?
Yeah.
I don't know how much dev kits
I'll take the Flying Eagles, okay? I'd rather play the game with the Flying Eagles. Okay?
I'd rather play with the Eagle. I don't know what that shit is. Running around on my couch.
Okay.
Can you even see it on the screen there?
Yeah.
And you know what really gets my gizzard? Look how excited these guys are to introduce you to this whole concept.
They have to be. That's part of their job.
I know they have to be, but some part of them has to be maybe this wasn't a good idea. I
don't know. Why didn't they just put it on a console? Why HoloLens?
No, I don't want that.
Raiders on the daggone Vita.
I don't know. Well.
Hey, look, you're on my damn floor. Get off my floor.
And I mean, the concept, I'm not even shitting on the concept itself of having a character
where
it just runs around runs on your wall and does things. That's interesting. It is.
No, it's really not.
At the same time, you really need to work on that. You shouldn't be throwing that out there right now because he's looking crazy.
It just doesn't. It doesn't look any different than any other game that we played. That I played like this.
So you have a HoloLens?
No, I mean with other
right. I would
with the Vita or things like that. It doesn't look any different. Even with the 3DS playing games
that where you can
on the
see. 3DS is similar.
Yeah, so I can't. I don't see.
I would rather play a 3DS game like that. Like the what's that game they had that came with the 3DS? Space Raiders. I'd rather play Space Raiders because that was actually entertaining. That was actually fun.
Well, there's that little deviance on the Vita. So I mean, none of this. It doesn't interest me.
This is something you put the HoloLens on your kid. You sit him in the living room, and he will have a blast, or she will have a blast. Cool. The little kid will have a blast to keep them calm for a while you go in the kitchen and cook. That's what this is. That's all it is. It's a pacifier.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. The concept is cool. It's just his redesign is
yeah, that redesign. I'm gonna need y'all to quit.
Ooh, that was so bad. I'm sorry. Kids, this is why you don't do drugs, okay? Exactly why you don't do drugs. Because you end up looking like Conker, okay?
Oh.
Young Conker, or whatever it is.
Young Conker, because regular Conker, he had everything going for him. But this young Conker, I'm saying, well, whatever. Does anybody else want to give their 2 cents?
I just see this as the perfect example of having no connection with the IPs that you own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem I see. Microsoft has no connection with these characters. They did the same thing with Banjo and Kazooie, Notes and Bolts and whatever that was.
Yeah.
They have no connection with the character, so they can take these characters and think they can,
redesign
them on anything because we have a nostalgia with the character or we gravitate to it. But this is not what we are looking for. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest. What's his name? Conker's fan, but At the same time, I do remember the game on the I think it was N64, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I remember that game. I enjoyed it, but it still showed me that Microsoft has no real understanding of these characters, real understanding of the fun factor that came with these IPs, and they need to give. I wish Rare was back with Nintendo or somewhere where somebody appreciate them. So,
Or at least
I
have
think they
like a.
mismanaged. They shouldn't have they mismanaged that horribly. Like when Rare and Microsoft had their thing falling out. I mean, they mismanaged that so bad. And I really wish that's why they don't have no connection, because they mismanaged it. And I think if you really connected with the games like Levelhead was saying, you will understand that this is a platformer of some sort, you know what I'm saying? Or this is what Conker is, and even if you want to change something, but you want to at least keep something something the same, like, for example, what Mega Man and Mighty Number 9, making that the spiritual successor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're going to make it a spiritual
don't
successor...
do like 90 number 9 and keep getting delayed. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Okay, but I'm talking about as far as spiritual successor-wise. If you're going to do it that way, keep the core concept.
They have the actual character. And my thing with the whole thing is when you have the actual IP that people used to know and love, do yourself a favor and go back in history. Play the old games. Get a feel for what it was that people enjoyed of that game and things of that nature. And kind of get to know if there's still people from, the development team of the character or something like that still in your, grasp. Talk to them, get to know them, ask them about that character and stuff like that, so you can get the rest of the team familiar with the character. So we ain't making these drunk caricatures of an old beloved character from most of our childhood. And yeah, we understand most of us nostalgia trip people can get a little overboard with it and irate, but I don't have a problem with the redesign. I really don't. I don't mind you redesigning an old school character and giving them a new fresh look, but that ain't a redesign. That is somebody who took their child who had some situation going on. They were drawing something in an earthquake and they couldn't get it right, and that's what you come up with, Young Conker. That's what that was.
Give me the Great Mighty Pooh back. That's all I want to say.
That's just what it was. So I don't know. It's just take the time to actually understand the character, the history of the character, what the fan base, enjoys of that character, and use all that information you get to make something more, useful and something that people will, enjoy at least.
The question would be: is the fan base for that type of game on Microsoft? And that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's another thing.
That's what they have a problem with. Microsoft fans are most of the people who own Microsoft or the Xbox One don't play those type of games. So the IP, like with Banjo-Kazooie, Conker, all them, they don't fit there.
I mean, Rare Replay kind of pointed that out. It shows the fan base that once was there, but then mostly people who picked up Rare Replay were people who were strong on those characters from back in the day and those games from back in the day. But you could tell, I don't normally go into sales, but you could tell based on that where the people are at. They're not interested in those type of games or that. So
yeah. And it also kind of too goes to show that Microsoft definitely has the opposite problem that Nintendo has, because Microsoft can do a really good job at getting their studios to make mature rated type of games, but then when it comes down to more kid friendly, more lighthearted games, you get stuff like this.
It's so really
this.
Yeah, it's really funny. It is kind of backwards. It's like and we all want variety. We all want that big variety of games where you got the adult games, because sometimes you just don't feel like playing anything fairly childish. So you want to get them adult games. You want them games that are just, mindless games where you ain't gotta think. And then you want them games that gives you that childlike wonder where you can kind of have a nostalgia trip. And it just doesn't seem like any of these companies, to be honest, can get a good meshing of all three of those aspects.
What's funny?
Isn't Conker an adult character?
He has an adult approach, yes, but he still has a childish kind of, approach to him too. Because we were kids mostly when we played that. Well, we were probably teenagers, I would say.
Well, didn't they have it on the original, on the OG? I think Conker was on the OG Xbox. I remember with the helmet and the guns, and so they have done it. And it's not like they haven't had a Conker's game that's really in line with what was original, but it's like I said, either the folks who had the imagination for the character are gone, or Microsoft just doesn't understand the characters. They don't know what to do with
They
them, man.
either that or they're hit and miss, because if you think about it, they took over Killer Instinct, and they
And
now
they did a good job
They
with
did
that.
a good job.
a very good job. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
they did a good
got
job.
them. They got with what's that, Iron Galaxy? Man, I'm still playing that game now. I'm
So
waiting
I
to see
think
the
it
three.
just I think it just depends. It's like kind of like what you said. It's like a hit or miss. But this one is a whole like a long time miss. Like they literally didn't have a ball while they were playing. So I don't know what was going on in this one. like
Well, they was on them drugs, bro.
like they were on the freaking the diamond, just play without a ball. I'm like, can't do this. But hey, it is what it is.
Lord
I
Jesus.
don't know where they're gonna go forward from this. I don't even know if I mean, it looks like they're taking it seriously. So I honestly don't care. That's a wash for me. So I can't take it seriously. It was good for a laugh. I'll give them that. It was good for a laugh. I enjoyed that laugh. It came from the gut. I hadn't laughed like that in quite some time. So I thank you for that.
The Eagles, though. The Eagles.
I really do. Hey, I'm gonna find some positivity in it. I laughed. I
Yeah, I
enjoyed
laughed.
it. I had some fun with that. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Eagles. I laughed just about as hard as with the Eagles one. That was.
It took me off guard. I didn't know. There's like young Conker. I'm like, what are we talking about? Conker? What? And I looked it up and I was like, oh. It might as well have been. You got Young Jeezy and all these other people out here. Young Conker, he's the new one.
Right? Exactly. But see, Young Jeezy is actually good. But anyway.
I wouldn't know, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so we're gonna quit. We're gonna stop beating the dead horse because it is what it is. Does anybody else have anything they would like to add to this, or they're just kind of over it?
Yeah, we can move on.
We can move on then. There you go, Miss K. Miss K.
Miss K has great
Roger
timing.
Jeez, Miss K.
That topic with the PlayStation, I didn't get a chance to kind of
Yeah,
go
the
over all
PlayStation
that
update
well. So
coming up.
yeah, can you go over that for us, please?
Yeah, so me and Miss K are very excited about this upcoming update, okay? But,
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Miss K's back.
but there is a beta for, this is the title I'm reading from PlayStation blog. Beta for PlayStation 4's 3.50 update starts soon. Key features detailed. So these are the key features that are coming with the update. So for new social features, they're going to be adding a friend online notification. So that means that, you're going to be able to finally know when your friends are going to be logging on to your PlayStation. So if you're playing a game and Miss K hops online, it's going to tell me, hey, Miss K is online now. I don't know why they didn't have it before, but it's going to have it in this new update. Right? They're also going to have something that I really, 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 really wanted. Was an appear offline option. You can now appear offline. Yes!
Oh, shoot.
They heard you. They heard you, Miss K.
Doing some moonwalking.
So if you ever just want to chill and play a game by yourself, you can let people know that you are not online. Even if you are online, you can say, hey, I'm offline, and people will leave you alone.
Leave me alone. Go away.
Oh my God, so excited. And let's see, they're adding user scheduled events. That means that you can schedule play dates. They've added the ability to schedule future gameplay sessions with friends on the system. When your event starts, users who register for the event will automatically be added to a party so you can start playing right away. That's actually really freaking cool.
Yeah, it is.
Dope. I like that. That's
Also, there's going to be a new feature called Play Together. This feature allows all members of a party to see what each person is playing so that you can easily join a friend's game or start a new game together. And some people were speculating that this is probably what the Let's Play trademark was about, something probably related to Play Together, which could be a possibility, but
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You dropped the ball on that.
They could have chosen a different phrase to
Yeah, they definitely
copyright.
Yeah, that kind of sound kind of. Yeah.
That sounds a little shady, but whatever.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
for other new features that will be coming, and I'm so excited for this, is that PlayStation is going to get remote play with PC and Mac. You're going to be able to, I guess, remotely play your PlayStation games on your PC, which is exciting for me because, to be honest, I think that the DualShock 4 is definitely a huge step up from the DualShock 3, but I don't like it for shooters. So if I could remote play my PlayStation 4 games to my PC and use a different controller, I would be so for that. I'm pretty excited for that. Also, they're going to be adding the ability to live stream directly to Daily Motion. So now the PlayStation 4 will be able to stream to Twitch, YouTube Gaming, and Daily Motion. I think you can Ustream as well. I never use Ustream.
Yeah,
So
you can
yeah.
do.
So those are the updates that are going to be coming. I don't see a release date. It just says stay tuned for more details. So whenever they give us a release date, I guess, I don't know, we might talk about it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But just look forward to those coming soon. So pretty exciting stuff.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. So, Miss K, you are happy about that. Go ahead. I know you want to geek out real quick.
Yeah, because the thing is, a lot of times we have gaming sessions, on Friday nights, and I get notifications. It's kind of irritating.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't mind people knowing that I'm online. It's just the notifications, and I don't want to turn my notifications off.
Right.
So this is good to appear offline, get a bunch of people in a party, and let's game it up, and that's what I want to do. So that's the part I like.
That's good. Yeah, it's always good to be able to kind of appear offline from time to time when sometimes you just want to come home, chill out, play your games. You don't want to be bothered.
Sometimes
And
you
there's
just
nothing
wanna
against
kick it.
anybody. You just want to kick it, or you have a select few friends you want to kick it with. So that's good. And sometimes you want to know if someone's online, send them a notification and be like, hey, I'm online playing this. You want to join me? So that's good.
Cool.
They're getting some things. They're getting there. So they've been listening to folks, which is a good thing. I do appreciate that. They're starting to fix things. That is awesome. So I can't even be mad about it. So who else?
Just
would
hope
like
they
to
keep the network up. If they can keep the network up, we'll be all right.
that that is another topic for another day.
You think that would be a good update they would have did?
That would be nice.
Really, the biggest thing that I wanted for PlayStation 4 was to appear offline in folders. And if when they give us folders, I'm good.
Oh yeah.
I guess folders will come later.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's not really a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's just would be nice to be able to kind of organize some things. Didn't they used to have folders though in the PS3 or something?
Yeah, PS3.
See, that's what I don't understand. It seems like almost generally all these companies have a tendency to take away something they had previously. I don't get that. That just boggles my mind. It's like you had this feature, but you decided, nah, we don't need it anymore. Why?
Yeah, that's
why?
That's odd.
Generally, when you're making a new, something new, you keep what you had that was old, and
make it better.
Improve on it. Yeah.
So
I don't know. But I guess I'm wrong. I don't know nothing about this stuff. So, anybody else have anything they would like to add on that idea? These whatnot?
Sounds cool.
All right, we're gonna move on then.
Oh, I think Level has something to say.
Oh, did you? Go ahead.
I was just saying it sounds cool, but with Sony, when it says coming soon, that's scary.
That'll be next year.
We're still waiting for greatness.
Remember the slogan, waiting for greatness. So hey, you're gonna be waiting. You're gonna be waiting.
That's
hilarious. You can't get mad at them. They haven't lied yet. You do be waiting.
They say greatness awaits.
Yeah, they say greatness awaits.
They didn't say how long, though, did they?
They didn't say how long, so they are not lying. So you cannot.
It sounds good. You know how Sony is. That sound good might not come until 2017.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Well, we decided to make a whole new PlayStation for you guys with all that stuff we was talking about.
Exactly. We're gonna make the slim. Hey, we gonna make the slim version. Mad as hell. What?
That's hilarious, yo.
That's the thing is, that's probably what's coming to is a slim version with all them features.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and since we're talking about PlayStation, y'all know that the Uncharted 4 is gonna have an open beta, right? This weekend.
Yeah,
the 4th through the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be pretty exciting. I'll actually hop on that.
You actually get to play the actual.
It's gonna be an open beta.
Yeah,
open beta for the multiplayer.
Oh,
Cool.
multiplayer. Oh.
Yeah, the multiplayer part.
That's what's up. Any other Sony news or PlayStation information anybody got before we move on? Because it looks like Nintendo's next.
We're not gonna talk about Doom.
I'm gonna do that. Oh, actually, yeah, we can talk about Doom. Do you have that article? Because I totally don't have it. You do? Go ahead.
So there's a little blurb here. It's not very long. I'll read it. It says, for id Software, the developer of Doom, having the game run at 1080p and 60 frames per second is the most necessary graphical goal. We were able to sit down with Doom's executive producer, Marty Stratton at QuakeCon, and he talked about the process of deciding whether or not to shoot for high resolution and frame rate. He revealed that it is focused on achieving that goal and then working on the game's graphical fidelity after that. When you're developing, you make thousands of decisions that could have an impact on performance or visual fidelity, he told us. We've always been at the forefront of saying we want our games to run as fast as possible at the highest resolution possible. So for us, the goal is 1080p 60 frames per second. Along with that goal, the mantra of our technology team is that we want to have the best looking game out there at 60 frames per second, 1080p. So you draw that line in the sand. He also said that the determination to reach 1080p and 60 frames per second isn't just for visual reasons. For us, it isn't just a lofty technical goal, he explained. We really do think it's important to the feel of the game. It's important to the way our combat feels and the movement feels. It's got to be fast, it's got to be fluid, and it's all based on that. It really is a gameplay goal first and foremost. You do make decisions here or there. Ultimately, I don't think you can expect most consumers to really nitpick. He continued, if you do your best to give them a very consistent experience and a very high quality experience, which is for us a fast, fluid 60 frames per second, I think that's the most important thing. It's when you cut corners and you end up with a game that doesn't feel that good and it's slow and it's just a hodgepodge of a lack of focus throughout. And that's when things start going awry. I think we'll hit all of our goals. Doom launches sometime in 2016 for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. We also talked to Stratton about how the developer is approaching esports in Doom and the challenges it faced making a reboot of the series. You can also read our hands-on impressions, blah, 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 blah. This is from GameSpot. So if they can achieve that, that would be pretty dope. I would really be interested to see if they could achieve that, because it seems like with the trend this generation is that you get either or. You either get 1080p or you get 60 frames per second. You know what I'm saying? So if they could manage to do 1080p 60 frames per second on consoles, I'm actually kind of skeptical. Like, you're not going to be able to do that on consoles. But I'm interested to see, you know, if they can do it. If they can do it, then props to them, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not really like a graphics whore or anything like that, but my preference is 60 frames per second games. Right. If possible. So like, hopefully they can do that.
That's how I feel.
Right. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, if you could do it, go for it. If it's going to sacrifice, you know, the flow of the game over graphics, I'd rather the graphics suffer a little than the actual flow of the game, because I can deal with graphics. Like, graphics ain't that big a deal. So I'd rather the game actually be fluid and, you know, fun and fast-paced and whatnot, because it looks like a good game. It already looks good. So that, on top of the fact that they want to keep it, you know, flowing well, do it. Please. Show people what games should be like.
Right.
So...
Because usually, like, when a game runs faster, it also looks better at the same time, because it's moving so fluidly. It just looks great on screen. So that's usually how it works. But
that's interesting. I would like to see them try that, because I've seen, like I said, I've seen that trade off as either or. Like, either you have a good looking game and it doesn't work well, or you have a bad, you know, graphics don't look as well, or graphics. You know, that whole graphics trade-off. And me personally, I'm not necessarily a graphics person like that. I'm more of a graphics when it comes to like the technical stuff. When it comes down to like my recording of my videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure the videos come out at a great quality. So I do understand that now. If they can do it, they have my attention now. I just want to see them do it. If they can do it, then heck, I'm there.
Yeah, well, no, if they can prove everybody else wrong.
Because if they can do it and prove everybody else wrong, I look for other companies to step forward and start, and we'll start seeing some really good games.
We can't do 1080. Why not? Didn't they do it last gen? From last I checked, there's a lot of that.
Those were sub HD games.
Oh,
they
sub. Okay, that's what
they were HD. Sub HD. Those were like 500 something, like P or something like that.
Right.
Oh, wow, 500. The numbers we don't know about.
Yeah, it's just my thing is, don't promise something and then you can't deliver. Just say, hey, look, we'll look into getting that, but it's not a promise. Like, all right, cool, whatever. Yeah. And then I'm good with it.
How about just focus on making a good game?
That's true.
I mean, finished game.
I mean, I'm hoping.
Like, cause I'm seeing all these games that's graphically, you know, pleasing, but okay, once you get past the good looks and the eye candy, I want a good game. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no point in me getting all happy because my TV is glistening and it's shining like Christ himself.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like the Holy Spirit unhit it or something, but still, I need a good game. So I'm really lost on, like, this generation to me is like, oh, as long as it look good, you should be happy. No, man, I want a game. I want something I can actually play, like I can really sit down and actually get into it. I mean, I can show my friends how good my TV look and how the surround sound, but after that, I need a game to play. So I think if they focus on that aspect, I don't know. I think we done got so caught up in the visuals and the 60-30 and all that. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm a tech person. I'm really not. But I understand, you know, the frames and the refresher rate. I just bought a new TV, and I'm into all that stuff to an extent. But at the end of the day, make a good game.
Yeah.
Let that be your primary issue. And then the rest of it, if you can make it look the best, then make it look the best. But at least what's there, let it be playable. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But that comes with frames per second, though. If it's 60 frames or if it runs at a steady frame rate, even if it's not 60 frames, that also kind of goes into making a good game, because you don't want a game that's running like trash and it's like super choppy. And
Right. What I'm in it is, okay, you get it up to 60 frames per second. Is the speed good? Is it fun? You know.
Right. Is the gameplay good? Is it smooth? Can I?
It's butter, but and the storyline great. But is it fun to play?
Am I stuck at that game breaking bug? Like, what's going on?
Like right now, man, I say this: Batman, Arkham Knight.
oh,
I'm done.
I know what you mean.
I'm done. I mean, I bought this game. I've been playing it. I'm tired of fighting these tanks. I'm tired of shooting tanks, man. Like, make a complete, and this is what happens. To me, they get so focused on the graphics, they can't flesh out a good game.
yeah.
And it's like, how many times do I gotta fight these tanks? I've fought these tanks like 3-4 times. If I see another tank, I'm gonna throw the game away.
If I see one more goddamn tank, I'm out of here.
I know that's right.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna take this in the trash. That's what I'm gonna do. Take it in the trash.
So what has my attention right now is Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know.
Yeah, that's a good game. I beat
That's
that.
a good game.
That's a good game.
I finished that one too. They got some more DLC for it. I had to go get that. The
Yeah.
I wrote for the
Yaga
next
something or other.
The witch, the something
Yeah,
witch.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty short from what I heard, but they said it was still good, so I'm gonna check it out because I really enjoyed that game. So
But
I wanna
you
get
know,
back in it.
to kind of keep on topic though, I think you know it's good that they're trying it, because there are a few games that actually have the potential. Like, for example, we'll use Killer Instinct for example. It's very graphically pleasing. If you look at the graphics, it's amazing. A lot of particles on screen. If you were playing like any other older thing or any older game, if they had so many particles on screen, like when you block a Hadouken from Jago, you see all the particles just sparkle everywhere.
Yeah,
if you put that on the auto system, that ish would slow down so bad it would crash the game within 5 seconds of you playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's good that graphics have come this far. But like we said before, it's like it's more than just that. Give me something that I could play. Give me something that I can enjoy, that I can tell people about, you know, and have people, you know, get mad at me because I bring the game up so much. Ain't that right, Miss Lynn? Ain't that right, Miss Lynn?
Terraria.
That was shade though from Miss Lynn.
See?
I'm just messing. Miss Lynn, that's all.
Well, I hope they outdo themselves with Tekken 7, because that's what I want.
I hope so too.
Akuma? Are you serious? Akuma? You look at this game, man.
Does that
Did
game
you see
have
him
a
at the
release
door?
window?
Did you see him at the door? That's all I'm asking. Did you see him open the door and stand there? It was Akuma. You know, I'm
Yes.
really geeking out right now. It's Akuma.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bro. But you know, mechanically wise, it's gonna be easy to sidestep him because it's he.
I don't care, man. It's Akuma.
I'm gonna sidestep every time you throw his.
The raging demon. This is Akuma we talking about. You can sidestep all you want to. You still getting kicked. At the end of the day.
Oh, there we go.
Look, you gotta get me first. You gotta get me first. Jack 7 all day. I'm getting Jack 7 on you. That's all I'm saying.
Does Tekken have a release window yet?
Not yet. Well, I
Not
don't know
yet.
yet. Because they better get it out soon because they're gonna have it at Evo.
Yeah.
They but
Don't
look, they
rush
did like
it.
Street Fighter.
But don't rush it. Don't do the rush like Street Fighter,
Oh
please.
no.
No, please
You know
don't.
what? But you know what though?
I'm
I'm
just
really not
saying.
even mad though. I'm not even. I'm like a lot of people are mad about it. I'm not because they even said that that's what they were gonna do.
When did they say that? I want to know.
It was like the day before. The game
Yeah,
came
that
out.
don't count, bro. You can't give them that pass.
Even if you say the game is gonna be unfinished, I still don't think it's cool. Like just because
Yeah,
you
should've
told
charged
me that you was
$50
gonna
for
hit
it
me in
then.
the face, don't mean I'm cool with you hitting me in the face.
Right.
Feel
Well,
me?
you know what? That's true. But you know what? At least I can dodge you. They're like, okay, you're going to hit me in the face. All right, I'm looking for that hit in the face. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what they told me. They said it was going to be it wasn't going to be complete. People paying for it. They're going to start adding stuff more onto it.
When did they say this though?
Yeah.
I don't remember. You know what? I remember seeing it. I don't
You
remember.
remember seeing it, but you can't tell us. So you
I know.
obviously
I
don't
remember. I don't remember the exact date right
I
now.
don't remember them saying
I
that.
need an
though.
article though. I don't care. Like I need a
You need an
some
article?
time,
I have to
some
find
kind
it.
of something.
I had to find it for
Shall we-
you. I had to find it.
I think they said it like a day or two before the game actually came out.
If so,
Oh,
then
so they slipped it under the radar type of deal. That don't count.
Basically, it wasn't anything that was announced like some months
Yeah,
prior
no,
to the release of the game.
that
They're like,
don't
oh
count.
yeah, by the way,
That's
this
like,
game
no,
ain't
that's
finished.
That's essentially you whispering in my ear about some, hey man, I'm about to, fuck you up. No. And on the slide, hey, watch your back, and then walk away. So it's like, what did he say? What happened? What?
And then come back and pop you in the back of the head.
Come back around the corner and clock me one. Like, how am I supposed to know that was coming?
I take
just
all
saying.
signs. I take all. I don't care. You whisper in my ear, you about to fuck me up. Okay, I got you.
I'm saying, but if somebody whispered in your ear, you didn't catch it because they doing it all on the slide. Like, hey man, watch your back, and you slide away. Like, what you mean, watch my back? And they come back around and clock you.
You tell.
They didn't tell you literally they about to hit you. They just said watch your back. You saw them run the hell down the street. You looking around like what the hee haw? They come around the corner while you talking to homies.
Nah,
clock you
bro,
back
I'm
behind
good.
you. Yeah, that's
Nah,
not
it
how
don't
it
work.
works.
If you
That
tell
ain't how
me
it
watch me back, you
That
tell
is
me
not
watch
a
my
warning.
back. If you tell me to watch my back, anytime you tell me watch my back, and I don't care how subtle it is, if you tell me, hey bro, watch your back, I'm gone. I'm out of
But
there.
anyway, we gonna move on for that. It's all good.
I'm a black man. You better go play it.
Essentially, it's just I don't know. I don't have any gripes about the game because I didn't buy it, so I dodged the hit. So I don't even.
See why you complain?
Because I'm just it's sad for everybody else. It's sad for everybody because it affects all of us whether we bought the game or not. This is
True
a
that.
continuous trend, and if we don't stop it here, then we're
True.
going to see it in all these other games. It's going to continue in other games. It's going to be in games you never thought it would happen to because it's going to be a continuous trend because they know they can get away with it because you got your little crybaby people, then you got people who accept it, then you got people who are like trying to fight against the system, fight against the machine, and that's just how it goes. So I mean, either you stop it now, or you it's gonna be it's gonna be normal, and everybody's gonna be, it's kind of like with DLC and microtransactions and the pre-orders. Everything's normal now,
Yeah.
and it's normal on a level that it shouldn't be. Like pre-orders, we pre-order games normally back in the day because you couldn't get them in the store because everybody was hype about them. Now you're pre-ordering them for what reason? They're gonna be there, unless it's a Nintendo game.
Or not even giving any what's the word? Or giving any incentive for pre-order, like real incentive. I'm not talking about
physical
no skin.
incentive, not no extra, bootstraps or something on your freaking character's shoe. I don't care. Like, give me something physical.
Rainbow straps.
Like, oh, I got rainbow bootstraps. Yo, no, I don't care. So I don't know. It's just, I just think that even if you don't buy games like these that aren't complete, it still hurts you because in the long run it'll happen to a game that you do end up wanting to buy and you didn't hear any news about it or they decided to do this type of stuff. Games should be finished. You don't go to a freaking store and buy a hamburger and you only get half of it. You just don't do that. So,
No, but you
that's all I'm
can't go and get a pizza burger.
Oh Lord.
Lynn. I missed you.
We have to deal without having her on.
I know. I'm so mad at her. Ugh.
Oh, I love you guys too.
Oh.
All right. Well, we beat a dead horse with that one, but just everybody be mindful out there. If you let certain things happen, it'll become a trend, and then you're gonna really be mad when it hits your game and your franchise. So, what's this? Nintendo.
Nintendo?
Well, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna do. This is like a rumor. I normally don't talk about rumors because I like to know if it's actual truth or not. But Nintendo, Disney teaming up for movie projects.
I hope that's true. Oh my god.
I hope it's true. I'm not even gonna read this article because honestly, it's not really. It's just ideas. It's mostly a rumor, so there's no point in reading the article. But I just guess we can go roundtable style and let me. I want to know what your thoughts are on Nintendo, mashup. We're gonna start with Miss K since we haven't heard from her for a little
I didn't read
bit.
the article, so I don't know.
You don't
I
have to
don't know
read the
what you're talking
article.
about.
All the topic is how would you feel about Disney and Nintendo hooking up for like movies, like movie projects? What's your thoughts on that?
It's okay.
Hey,
What kind of movie they gonna make?
that's a good thing because I mean, well, Mario obviously, like.
Oh hell.
They gonna bring Mario to life.
Wasn't there already a Mario movie or something?
Now that
Or was
is
it
a
a
dead horse.
They
You don't
had some
talk about
cartoons
Mario.
and TV shows back in the day.
Yeah, they had like
Mario gonna
old
get a-
school stuff. Bring back Captain.
Mario gonna get a side chick, huh?
I thought Peach was a side
Mario
chick.
gets a thought.
Oh, so
That's a
he
side
gonna
chick.
get on a thought now. He
No,
gonna.
the side chick is that Vanessa, Jessica, or whoever she is from that one game that she always pops up every once in a while when it's a sidebar game. She has like a red dress on or some crap. That's his girl. Side
That's
chick.
the chick from Donkey Kong. I forgot.
That's
her
The
the
name.
Donkey
dream.
Kong.
okay.
She there. She there.
So if anything, by theory, she's already. And I saw the game theory on this one. I think. Oh shoot, never mind. I can't remember what it is. I know it. I saw the game theory and I was like, ooh.
LG, come with some facts. Stop
Nah,
speculating.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Miss Wynn. Hold on, Miss Wynn.
They always
Hold on,
go
clear
in.
the flow. Clear the flow. Hold on, everybody clear the flow.
Clear the flow.
Come on.
The gates have opened.
Come on, man. What you got to do like
Paulina,
this,
that's her name.
You know I'm just messing with you. No, that's all good.
I know.
Pauline, yeah, there you go. Pauline, that's her name, yo.
Pauline, yeah, there you go.
That's
That
the
thought.
side girl.
She's the
Whoa!
thought.
What's going
How
on,
is she the
Paulina?
original girl, though?
Single thought.
But how is she a thought when she's the original
She
girl?
is
That's
the original girl. Now that you think about it, because she
She's
was in
still
the
a
old
thought.
arcade
She's a
game.
thought now because he got a princess he'd be saving all the time. So now
See?
No, but Pauline was the
She's
chick.
the side chick. She the side chick.
No, but Pauline was
Mario
the
got
chick from the
problems.
original arcade when he was
yeah, I know.
Jumpman.
She was.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you
So
need to
Peach
call
is the
Peter
side
on Mario though.
Mario got a problem. Mario got
You
some
need to call
He's
Peter.
a womanizer, and then you got Luigi in the background trying to take any one of these heifers. The freaking thought brothers is more like
hip
it.
hop of Nintendo.
Right, there you go.
Lord, what have we done? Oh my God. No.
Anyway, so back to the movie merger with
Right.
Disney and
I'm still
Nintendo.
trying, like movie merger, like
Like, I mean, it's a good idea for Nintendo
I'd
and
have to
Disney to get
something.
together simply because.
I don't
Like,
know.
I mean, think about it. Disney's been doing good with all the different other franchises that they got. They got Marvel, they got Star Wars, they got like some other stuff that I haven't checked into, but they've done a good job with those other franchises. I think they could take care of Nintendo if they work closely with them. Because what the thing is, it seems like what they do is just let those different like Marvel studios. They just let Marvel do their thing, and they just kind of like leave them alone. It seems like they don't even get involved with it. So I mean, that would be nice, but I don't know if I trust Nintendo by themselves.
Yeah.
In a sense, like even
But
if they
I don't know,
do.
because they did really good with the Pikmin movies. Did y'all see the Pikmin movies?
Yeah, those were cute.
Those are really
Those
good.
were really cute. So
And
they
that
did
was
do a
just
good job with that.
Nintendo in-house doing those.
Oh, was it? Cool.
Yeah.
That would be nice to actually get a Pikmin movie because it's so cute.
Those
So-
Pikmin
don't
are
know.
so
That was so
adorable.
I don't know. I just that doesn't. I don't know. I believe it when I see it. Since it's a rumor, I'd rather believe it when I
Yeah,
see it.
that's
Yeah.
all. We're just speculating on how would you feel if they actually went forward with that idea. That's basically the central idea. Since it is a rumor, we don't know.
I need a vision. I can't just
Wreck-It
say.
Ralph.
Yeah.
So
I
what would
don't
you
wanna
say?
see no
Wreck-It
Mickey
Ralph.
Mouse.
What? How about this? How about this?
Luigi.
How about this? What game or franchise, whatever, in the Nintendo, world would you like to see Disney take and make into a movie, like a Pixar-esque movie?
Oh my
You
god.
know,
Y'all
so
already know my answer.
It's our whole new world.
I want a Pikmin movie. I just want a Pikmin movie. I want a Pikmin movie on like the same order of like
A Bug's Life. I don't know.
not A Bug's Life. What is that one with the little robot?
iRobot.
No,
Robot.
Wally. Cause you know, in Wally, there wasn't a whole lot of talking. Like a lot of it was
That
just
is a
expressions.
really cute movie, though.
Oh my god, I
Boring,
need a
though.
Pigment movie, like please.
Like-
And y'all are tripping.
That was
Cause
a
y'all
boring
remember
movie.
that Disney did Wreck-It Ralph. And
Yep.
Bowser
Oh,
made a
yeah,
cameo in Wreck-It Ralph. So if
Yep,
Disney
they did
and
a good job
Nintendo
with
were to
that.
make a movie together, like
It'd be
it would
creative.
be
It'd be creative. Yeah.
Mhm.
it would be
Oh
hype.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph too. There you go. Throw Mario in there and all the games and stuff, and
How
just
about
like,
some Mario
kinda-
Kart 8? Make a movie out of that joint.
that would be funny.
Oh, that
I
would be
would
a
watch
fun
that.
movie.
That would actually be hilarious.
They have to do that right.
If they was gonna do a movie, they gotta do Zelda. Gotta be
Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
Zelda.
Zelda.
Yeah.
It got
Got the action
can
and
see
all that
Zelda.
stuff going on.
That's true. Zelda.
But
That would explain why Zelda ain't got a release yet.
a Pixar movie though, yeah, I think I don't know. It probably looking nice. Probably looking nice.
A Pixar movie, I would see them picking the pigment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give.
I'm just saying, if you do anything Zelda wise, can we get Hyrule Warriors? Ganondorf though. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Okay, I'm done.
Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf in a movie, like
The movie, yes, I would enjoy that.
he was like the pinnacle of what Ganondorf is in freaking Hyrule Warriors. Like he was a beast.
Yes, enjoyable. I like watching them rage out. But yeah, Nintendo and Disney, it's a likely mashup. I think it would work depending on what they decide they want to, what projects they will want to work on. Of course, they're going to do Mario because that's the poster boy for Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
And then they would probably hit up some Zelda, and I'm pretty sure Pikmin would be next since they already have those Pikmin shorts. They have something to work with, and
They're probably gonna do Pokemon too.
yeah, Pokemon definitely. That's like a non-issue.
Well,
Pokemon.
no. Well, Pokemon.
The Pokemon company does their own movies.
good.
They do their own
Yeah, I was
thing
just
with
about to say,
Pokemon, yeah. So, but I mean, if they threw Disney in there, I guess I don't know. But they do their own thing, so you really need Disney to help them out. But it'd be nice to see like a Pokemon Pixar-esque type of thing.
Somebody in my chat said a Star Fox movie. A Star Fox
Oh,
movie
yeah.
would be so
Oh,
hype.
there you
That'd
go,
be
Star
good.
Fox,
That would
Samus,
be
all them, freaking Metroid, F-Zero.
F-Zero, Kid Icarus.
F-Zero,
People got some
And
good
then
ideas
somebody
in my
said
chat.
Pikmin plus Metroid crossover.
No.
No.
Pikmin.
No.
See, now you thinking like
Somebody's Red Kong is like a Pikmin Metroid crossover. No, thank you.
Like Samus goes to this uncharted planet and she sees Pikmin and she's like, "What the?
And
What
so
is
she
this?"
starts controlling the Pikmin and telling them what to do so she can get back to her ship too.
Yeah, that would be pretty. You know
No,
what?
thank you.
That would actually work, yo.
Like, yeah.
Think
She's
outside
like,
the box,
okay, this-
Kuuppon. We gotta
know?
think outside.
I was just saying, she started making it. She got to find a whistle and stuff. A little owl for one of them and knocked out, so she takes them back to the ship. But her ship broke, so she gotta go find the pieces. Kid Icarus, Hercules crossover.
Oh, Kid Icarus, Hercules.
Oh yeah, we totally forgot about Kid Icarus. That would be nice to watch, not just to see a little movie of that one. I definitely would enjoy that. But anyway, it's a rumor for now, so I'll keep kind of looking into that and seeing if that actually becomes anything. But I wouldn't mind it. I don't think there's anything wrong with them coming out with some stuff because they actually mentioned Mario Kart 8 in this article, so that's actually a possible thing.
Oh wow.
So
But see, if they did a Mario Kart movie, that would pretty much just like cover everything.
yeah, because then you could just kind of throw just about any character. You got Link in there now, and you got the freaking villager in there. Oh my God, Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Oh my God.
That sounds
do
like a
those
Disney movie
do
right
those
there.
dudes talk at all? Well, they do.
Do they? I think they do. They do. They have like dialogue boxes.
They have dialogue, but they don't like literally talk. But I think they would
Yeah.
probably give them. They might give them voices.
They make noises.
No, they want
noises.
people to read. They want people to read.
I am not reading
gotta
for a
have
movie.
skills.
A movie is meant for you to watch, not
You
read.
gotta have basic reading skills.
Oh my god, we're going back to this.
I knew you were gonna do it. I was waiting. I
That's
was
what
like,
Nintendo said on their game.
That's when
They
they
say on their
cross over
game.
the PC.
oh,
you
y'all
can hit the
forget.
skip
Speaking of
button.
reading skills, Splatoon the movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a lot of reading on there.
that was good.
Oh, they gonna
You
give
know
them.
what? You know what though? That whole reading skills thing. You know that was in the original Pokemon, right? The original.
For people to read. Well, I mean, if you're playing any Nintendo game, you have to know how to read.
You got to know how to read.
Yeah. So I
that's
mean,
why a lot of people
I'm pretty
that's why
sure
a lot of people don't like Nintendo games.
Yeah, a good portion of us learn how to read.
Dumbass can't read.
You can't be no dummy trying to play no Nintendo game.
I'm so done. Oh my god.
So wait, what are you saying? Is that why you got all these people playing Call of Duty?
That's probably why they ain't reading shit.
I'm not saying all of them dumb, but hey, the shoe fits.
I mean,
They don't want nothing challenging. They don't want no puzzle game. That's
they don't want no puzzle games. They don't want to have to read dialogue all day, every day.
No.
They don't want to do no puzzles. Nah, that's too hard.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah.
Puzzles and Dragons.
If Zelda Wii U has dialogue boxes, I'm gonna be like a little perturbed. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I don't mind reading the dialogue boxes though,
like
because to be honest, anytime I watch Netflix movies, I always have captions on, so it don't matter to me to read dialogue boxes while I'm playing.
All I'm saying is, can we have some voice acting on top of the dialogue boxes,
or
an option to turn off the dialogue and have voice or something? And I'm not saying Link should have a voice because we already know. And you can't find a proper voice for Link. Or
this is how I imagine Link sounded. I imagine Link sounded flamboyant as hell.
What?
No.
Not his grunts are even kind of like.
I imagine him sounding very flamboyant, definitely.
Really?
Okay.
I don't know. When he was a little elfin. When he was a little elfin boy, but when he got older, he seemed like he
has more manly grunts these days.
Like he'd be a stripper.
Manly grunts.
Who is the voice? Who's the voiceover for his grunts anyway? That's the question to ask. That dude actually speak the hell up for once.
Oh shoot!
Like what?
Y'all really. I think Level was trying to say something though.
I can only imagine a movie where Link is doing that the whole time as far as conversation is concerned. Everyone else is talking.
It seems like he would be like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
Oh.
That's how he come off to me. Like he would be like Keanu, no emotions.
Yeah, kind of just like.
But everybody else would make.
Unless it's what's that one? The one game, Wind Waker, because he was very emotional in that one. He had a lot of.
That was a different Link, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's a different one. Link, now, if we're going off an emotionless Link, probably
Twilight Princess Link is emotionless.
Twilight Princess and freaking Ocarina of Time, because he really didn't have much of a facial expression.
But in Skyward Sword, he was very expressive.
Skyward Sword, he had a lot of facial expression, and yeah, he did.
I always imagined that Link, in my mind, Link would sound like what's that dude's name? Vic Monona when he plays. What's that dude from Full Metal Alchemist? Ed Elric. He would sound like that to me. I think if he had a voice. I don't know if y'all have ever seen an anime Full Metal Alchemist, but
no.
He sounds like that to me in my mind.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I know Link has a lot of voiceover actors. Girls, boys.
See? Yeah. I told you, see?
He has a lot.
Well, I knew he had female voice actors. I didn't get a lot.
When he was a child, yeah.
Oh,
have y'all heard his grunts in Skyward Sword? How was that film flamboyant? I don't understand.
That's what I'm trying to know.
It just depends on the Link you pick, because if you're gonna make a movie, a completely new movie, obviously it's not gonna be any of the Links we know. It's gonna be some random new one for just the movie, and he could probably be flamboyant and he might be manly. We don't know.
Might be. I don't know. If everybody else is talking, I'm good. He ain't gotta talk. That's all I know. He ain't gotta talk. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. He don't have to talk. I'm okay with everybody having that Hylian speech where they actually speak Hylian. I can still read something, or actually having them talk. And Link can stay as silent as he want to freaking stay. I don't really care. They can just be like, oh, so is that how you feel? Because he talks.
If he do talk, he talks. Just blast people out because he's been quiet for so long.
No. As far as Link himself being the silent protagonist, he's not really a silent protagonist. He talks. If you watch the dialogue, everybody's like, oh, really? Oh, okay, well, that's cool. Yeah. What? You want me to what? He talks. It's just we don't hear him. Because of whatever fucking reason.
That's That's the imagination piece.
Yeah,
That's what they.
that-
That's what they want you to do.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
what
build
they're
your
gonna
imagination.
incorporate it in there.
Yeah, because you can sit up
So
there.
Lynn,
and
you can say Lynn can sound however you want him to sound, honey.
yeah. So there you go.
Flamboyant. If you want them to sound flamboyant.
Flamboyant.
There
You want
you
him to sound
go.
like Ben Diesel? He can sound like Ben Diesel.
There you
No,
go.
I don't.
Oh, that wouldn't fit.
That would be weird. You sounded like Vin Diesel. Nah,
Nah, that wouldn't.
Yeah.
don't do
I want
that.
to do a Vin Diesel grunt.
Something like that, I guess.
Yes,
You
you
might
are-
scare some people with that.
Y'all
Yeah,
like too
that'll
sick
scare
today.
folks. Like, I don't think Ganondorf would even fucks with Link after that. He'd be like, you know what?
I'm
I'm
out.
good.
So
I'm good.
The Triforce of Power. Here you go.
I don't want it.
Anyway, I guess we'll just move on. Is this other article a rumor?
Yes, it is. This is the last one too.
All right, can you read that one for me? Because I didn't get a chance to, or do you have it?
I have it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. Another rumor, and this is a rumor that's been talked about to death in just a short time it's been available.
Right.
So this is a rumor about some quote-unquote details that are supposedly supposed to contribute to the makeup of the Nintendo NX. Some really interesting stuff here. Not really sure I believe it. I mean, it's a rumor, but I'll dive into it. So the title reads, Nintendo NX to have wireless HDMI,
Oh, okay.
haptic feedback, Bluetooth, powerful OS, and more. So I'm going to go ahead and read the details of what they're saying. So the first rumor...
Supposedly from a reliable source, though.
I doubt it, girl. Anyway, so there's 6 things here. Let me go ahead and list them. So the first one says it has a wireless HDMI dongle that attaches flush to the back of the device. A user can pull it out, insert it, and play it to any display with the normal size HDMI output, and the device uses an evolved version of the Wii U streaming tech to display in HD to the TV screen. The second one is that allegedly the analog sticks for movement has small motors in them for full haptic feedback, meaning if you control a character and hit a wall, the sticks move away from the direction that the wall to simulate, I cannot talk today, running head first into it. This can also be used for jerking when firing a gun, taking damage, moving over rough terrain, etc. The third one is it can literally Bluetooth sync with everything, especially smartphone and tablets, to the point where one feature is that it can answer phone calls and display text messages from your phone into the screens itself, so you don't have to stop and answer your smart device. The fourth one is the closest in terms of power it gets is to the Xbox One, but an app idea is Wii U times 50 and PlayStation Vita times 100.
What?
The key is that all the tech, that's the power supposedly.
Oh,
The key is that all the tech is exactly the same hardware layout as the PS4 and Xbox One, which then combine it with the OS's strong emulation functions and compiler means that any game that can run on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One can easily run on the NX with near zero modification to the original source code, especially if it runs in Android OS or Unreal Engine 4. This is allegedly why Nintendo has given out the dev kits so late. As one third-party dev put it, it's the easiest device we've ever developed for. You just take your code, compile it, and it works. The fifth one is that look to Pokemon Go to get the idea of the type of social features that will be in the NX that will take multiplayer, AR, and the Street Pass concept to a whole new level. And the last one is that the real strength of the device is its usability and ease of use. Developers has described to me more than once that it visually and functionally looks as if Samsung and the Nintendo 2DS had a baby. It's that in that it looks friendly, but unlike what most people visualize a Nintendo device to typically look. The operating system named Nintendo OS alone is very powerful and has so many modern features on mobile operating systems today that Nintendo is trying to be very careful in showing it off for the fear that it would be mistaken as running Android. It also has very strong networking functions as it ties into multiple devices and services, allowing a very competent and pervasive ecosystem designed to constantly involve the consumers' lives. So, The only thing that I believe in this thing is that the power is on par with the Xbox One, because I know people who have told me this.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the other stuff, while it sounds cool in theory, I'm not really sure I believe it. Like, as far as the wireless HDMI dongle, I don't really see. I'll just be honest with y'all. I've been a Nintendo fan for over 20 years. I don't really see Nintendo being as forward thinking as to create some type of HDMI dongle to make some kind of wireless connection between a device and your TV. I just don't see them. I just don't see them doing it. I'm sorry. Another thing that kind of stuck out to me that I really don't see them doing is being able to connect it to your phone. Like, I don't understand why they would do that, but who knows? Maybe Nintendo is a new Nintendo these days, and we just don't know, because they are by far the most unpredictable company of the three. So there's really no telling what they could do. But the things that I did take from this rumor that I do hope that's true is that even if this device is on par with the Xbox One, is that it says in here that the architecture is similar to the PS4 and Xbox One. And to me, that is like, I really hope that's true. Because even if the power is not on par, the architecture alone would be good enough to get enough third-party games to suffice. It would be like how the GameCube didn't get everything, but it got some things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would be okay with that. As far as the controller, I feel like that's 50-50, because I remember there was some patents a while back that were roaming around the internet about how there wasn't going to be triggers. There were going to be more like scrollers, like the scroll wheels on a mouse. So I could kind of see that being true.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's pretty much what I took of it. And it sounds like it's going to be a handheld, just a handheld without the box. Because, there's the rumor that the NX is going to be a hybrid, which is going to be like some type of a handheld device as well as a box. I think that the way that it sounds, if it is this, there will be no box. It'll just be a handheld and you plug it into your TV.
It's portable.
Which is kind of interesting. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if it is a handheld, I'm sorry. But if it is a handheld and it outputs the same power as the Xbox One, then that's impressive.
Yeah.
I've yet to see that happen, but hey, I like the haptic. The haptic thing was pretty interesting too, where it will simulate, like, if you run into a wall, it'll kind of bounce back a little bit. That's very innovative. That would be, I know that would be definitely confusing for a lot of people that never really played games before in their life. I could see a lot of people that, if they do Let's Plays, or people that ever do gaming, like first time, how people do YouTubes of them first time gaming, and they first time never really play with a controller, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh my God, this controller is so crazy. And I run into a wall, it jumps right back, and it's like, oh God, it's going to be hectic. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, some of the wording in that article, I'm looking at it myself. The way they worded that article, a lot of that is just like, okay, you can do everything. Like, really, everything? You're gonna be able to do everything with Nintendo? Come on now.
Yeah, I don't really see it as I don't really see Nintendo having that open of a platform. They might give a little bit, but I don't see it being that open.
Like, that is like a big leap from what we're seeing right now. Like, from Wii to Wii U, and then the NX is supposed to do all that suddenly. No. Like being in rumor, I'm just gonna be optimistic about things and hope that some of what they have is maybe true, and maybe they got something that we don't even know about that's probably better, I guess. But I don't know. It's just rumors for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'll take your word for the information that you do know, Nia. But as far as like everything else, it seems a little fanciful and stuff. And with the track record that Nintendo has, I don't want to start getting all geeked out over stuff that we all kind of technically know that ain't gonna be a thing.
Right.
But yeah. So Level, what do you think about this? Do you have any thoughts at all, or?
Yeah. If it's a handheld, cool. If this is really just a handheld, like Nia was saying, I think me and my boy John was talking about this as well. But if it's supposed to be the actual what they bringing, I would rather them do more as far as securing a future. Like, I don't know. know how I feel about it only being able to do what the Xbox One can do or close to it. I don't know how to feel about that. You know, that language. To me, it needs to do above and beyond far as capabilities than those two platforms, being that they've been out for the last 2.5 years now. So everything else sounds cool. I don't think the phone stuff is true. The dongle can be true. I can see Nintendo doing that. That's not something that I don't think Nintendo wouldn't think or have ideas of doing. But if it's, I don't know how I feel about that. To be honest with you, I'm kind of torn with this. I was liking what I was hearing before. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the whole hooking the dongle into the back of my TV and this controller, and I don't know, man. We
I
had
like
to
the
see.
idea of having a box.
I'd rather have a box. I mean, to me, like, it's gonna be expensive if it's cause to put all that in a small controller, it's gotta be expensive. Like to make it be able to do all that and compete with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and so. But if you had a box, there's stuff you can put in there that might not be but you can get it up to those levels without, because you got to make that all compatible and all that and fit in this small cramped area and put out this crazy amount. It just don't seem believable. Not for us, your pocket's not getting hit hard. Not in my opinion.
Because innovation costs. Innovation costs.
That's true. And then, I don't know where I was going with that. He said something that I was going to respond to, but I don't remember. I don't know. But one thing that I can say is that if it is this, I wouldn't really be too surprised, to be honest, because I think that not saying that I think that Nintendo is giving up on consoles, but I think that they see that when they make devices that come in the form of a smaller device, they seem to be a little bit more lucrative than the box. So if they could find a way to make it approachable so that people can want to take it on the go as well as hook it up to their TV at their house to give them that console type of experience, that might be what they do. But at the same time, I also have to remember that they hired a Western developer to design the NX. So there might be some things that happen that we probably wouldn't expect from the Wii U's version of Nintendo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just saying, like, okay, all right. First of all, look at the PS Vita, right? They had to charge you that much because it literally was that much to make it. It wasn't no cheap device.
Right.
So like, and I look at iPads and Galaxy Notes and all that stuff ain't cheap. So if Nintendo gonna make this handheld thing that can compete with a console, it's not gonna be cheap. So that part kind of makes me like, I don't know, man. Nintendo ain't never really been the ones that go super expensive. I think the GameCube was about as deep into their pockets they ever went. Well, you could say the Wii U too, but that was because of the controller and the actual hardware. But that, I don't know. Now if this connects to another thing that ends up being a home console, and that dongle go inside of the actual hardware or the console and allows you to take it anywhere in the house, unlike the Wii U, which you can't go, if you got certain type of walls, you can't even get upstairs with the thing.
True.
So that everybody talking about that, I have never been able to utilize that in my house because once I walk to my bathroom in my man cave, I can't get into my bathroom. My Wii U, ain't bad. So if it's to allow that signal to stretch farther, and then if you want to take it on the go as well, that'd be cool, but I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm not a handheld person anyway. I want that box. I'm sorry, I might be old school on that. I want that box, man. Put it under my TV, it look like a VCR DVD player. I turn it on. I want that. That's what I want, man. So that's how I
I
am.
don't mind either way, because for me, I'm constantly on the go for the most part. So on the go, perfect for me when I'm traveling for long hours and stuff, and I get bored waiting in line for the DMV and all that other crap. I can, go ahead and play something, or then I can come home, sit that thing underneath my TV, and just enjoy it like a box. So, the hybrid idea is interesting,
Yeah.
but it's
Let
I'm
me
not
ask,
gonna.
See, I like handhelds, but I'm not like a
I'm not
handheld
hardcore on a
let
person.
me ask
handheld.
this.
But if I could hook it into my TV and have it on my
Yeah,
screen, that would work for me.
But
yeah.
this why it wouldn't work for me. I'm gonna tell you why. I got kids,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
they'll
not
take.
too. The gamepad, none of these jokers touch. You can touch the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4. You can touch the Xbox One controller. All you want to halfway. Go ahead. Don't touch my gamepad. Cause if you drop it, I'm going upside your noggin. That's how I am. And I'm like, if
You
this
can't
is
replace it.
right now, if this is the actual nuts and bolts of the system, then I'm not gonna be too quick to let anybody grab it, and I'm not gonna be too quick to go, no, that's it. If you drop that, that's all I got. So I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of
Yeah, that you'd make a good point there, but like I said, it's kind of like it's like the hybrid idea is interesting, but at the same time, like I have a 3DS, but I haven't played it in quite a while, so it's like it wouldn't be useful to me to have the handheld portion, you know, going out and everything. I only use it ever so often, so I would prefer a box of sorts, but I'm not opposed to having something on the go either, depending on traveling and what I'm doing throughout my day. But yeah, that makes sense if that's the number one thing in your system, and and that thing breaks. Then what the hell? Like you're not gonna that no replacement. You gotta get a new one, and that's not cool. But being that this is Nintendo and it is a rumor, I'm just of the mind right now where it's like it's a nice concept, interesting, things that they got going on there, but I mean, it's Nintendo. You never know. It's like with Nintendo, you never know what's coming out of their freaking stables, man. Like they don't. Oh, these guys are so hard to get a feed on because you want to be excited, but then at the same time, you gotta be seriously cautious because you get too excited and you get knocked down a couple pegs sometimes. So I mean, I'm not mad at them, but I gotta be cautious.
Yeah,
I gotta be
you just
I
gotta
want to
wait
be.
and
I
see.
want literally like the kid in me wants to be so freaking excited. Like I'm over here geeking out, but at the same time, the adult in me is like, oh hell no, because you have hit me down one too many times, Nintendo, and I'm not having it this time around. So, at this point, being that it is a rumor, I'll just kind of keep an ear to the ground, see what happens, and go from there because I'm not letting them do it again because Nintendo of all the companies they are definitely kind of secret. They're very secretive, and they are the ones that always come out with something so damn random.
It's so random, like you just
So
never
damn random.
know.
You're just like, what was the rumors even talking about? Because these rumors that we're hearing right now, I shit you not, they're probably absolutely left field, and everything that we thought we knew about the NX is going to be completely nothing. I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, or at least 99.9% sure that everything that we hear about rumors and speculating and all that stuff is going to be completely thrown out the window, and Nintendo's going to just be like, here's what you got, bam, and we're going to be like, nothing that we heard was true.
However,
But
if
hey,
you remember when the Wii U was still codenamed Project Cafe, everything we heard was true.
true.
Everything we heard was
But
true.
see, this is and that's what I'm saying. Nintendo's so unpredictable that this time everything might not be true. So I don't know. It's fun. I kind of like that about Nintendo, that they are hard to peg, and that it does give you a lot of room to speculate. But at the same time, you can shoot yourself in the foot with all the speculation. So, like I said, I will remain cautiously optimistic, and I will just enjoy being fairly happy, but also cautious. That's where I stand on the subject. Does anybody else have anything?
Well, it depends on who they trying to reach with it. Like
Yeah.
if they trying to get the core gaming, if they trying to get core gamers, I don't see them going this direction. But if they trying to get, which I believe in some cases they are, trying to get that Wii audience back, I can see this being true.
I just wish they would I wish they would have a healthy balance of just having core gamers, the casuals, mom and pops, just have a nice, well-rounded, you know, stance on trying to get everyone involved, because the whole thing with them is like they're always, once they have their mind set on getting a particular set crowd, they literally shit on everyone else who is the other side of the crowd. And it's not fun. It's like, okay, we want casuals, skip all the hardcore, the core gamers for Nintendo. We don't care about y'all at all. It's like, I don't know. I just hope they have a good game plan this time around, because they need it. So that's where I stand. Anybody else have any ideas? Thoughts?
I don't know. I think I'm at the point where I'm just over rumors. I'm just ready for Nintendo to announce this.
Drop their shit.
just announce everything. Just drop what you gotta say and just call it a freaking day. Like, god dang.
Right. The rumors are like landmines. They're like landmines. It's like you don't know what the hell. So I try to stay clear of them. The only reason we talked about a few of them today because they were fairly interesting. But at the end of the day, I'm still kind of like staying away from that for the most part. Like, okay, this is an interesting idea, but we'll know when we know. So I would advise folks to just kind of like sit back, enjoy what the rumors are saying for the most part, but don't get your hopes up over them, and don't get too disappointed either if stuff doesn't turn out to be what it is, because so much. It's just Nintendo always gets me excited, irregardless of whether I'm optimistic or not. I just always get excited where Nintendo's concerned. So anyway, apparently Uncharted 4 got delayed until May 2016.
What
the hell?
Wait a minute. What?
I wasn't. Wow.
What?
Yeah, this K just posted it out. Yeah, and it just got tweeted. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up the segment before this one, but I was like, I'll just wait until we almost done.
Wow. Well, let's talk about that real quick.
Oh boy.
I told you, so say stuff, but you don't know when it's coming, man. It might not come May 10th either.
Wow. It may not. It may not.
I mean, I ain't tripping.
I mean,
as long as they trying to make it better, that's all that matter to me.
I'm honestly not mad about it. I'm just like, oh, okay.
I'm just kind of surprised because that was supposed to come out in a couple of days, couple of weeks, something like that.
Yeah, then it got pushed back. But hey, if you need more time, I prefer that they push it back if they need the time. I'm okay with it.
As long as it ain't no mighty number 9 times.
Right. Like now, if you start delaying, going, number 9. Well, I don't know what to say. It's like, well, then you need to stop telling us it's coming out this time. And just like, don't give us a definitive date. Just be like, delayed until further notice. And then just do what you need to do.
You need to do a Nintendo, and like you just said, just say it's coming when we done.
Right. Right. At least with Nintendo, that's a thing. Hey, we're delayed.
Because I don't know what's going on with Zelda. Nobody
knows.
I don't even know either.
That shit's under the radar.
I'm so over that right now. I'm like, it comes out when it comes out. I'm like, I'm ready for that when it comes out. That's it.
Well,
Alex says in the comments here, he says that they delayed it to avoid Quantum Break and Ratchet and Clank. That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
I was definitely gonna get Quantum Break, and I was gonna get Ratchet and Clank. So that kind of
pushed it back.
Save my wallet.
What'd you say, Miss K?
Save my pocketbook.
Yeah, that's one reason why they did that. So they could. I guess they want to give it a space. Quantum Break. They want to give it.
When does Quantum Break come out?
It comes out. I don't want to compete with it, but
it
makes sense.
I know.
It makes sense.
I don't know. Because if you if you're an Uncharted fan, you're gonna buy it regardless whether Quantum Break drops same time anyway.
Quantum Break is a new IP too. So.
I gotta convince the wife. I got another person to convince when I try to buy this stuff. Like
that's it.
This is good for the household, boo. This works.
Good for the household. Good old family fun.
Good old family
Facing it out. So I guess that's good.
Yeah, I guess that's good because with Quantum Break being a new IP and all, some people are kind of like skeptical on it. So they would probably navigate toward Uncharted anyway. And Ratchet and Clank, I don't care what you say, I'm getting that mess.
Oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank is gonna be that fire.
I don't have a PS4.
I'll finally have a reason to turn on my PlayStation. Yes.
Wow.
She's showing her ass right
I love Ratchet and Clank.
Hey, Ratchet and Clank is dope. Ratchet and Clank is dope. I'll give it that. Oh man, I'm over here looking. I don't know if y'all seen on Facebook though. Sega has a actual what do you call those things? Like a feedback thingy.
Yeah, they've
I
been
don't know if
rolling
y'all done
around.
it.
I've done it. I've done one. It's,
I
Sega,
don't know.
stop I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Y'all gonna hate my guts. Sega, just go ahead, find a nice warm corner, crawl into it, and do what it is that you had planned on doing since day freaking one. Just die already.
Oh no,
No
Coupon,
ma'am. No
stop!
ma'am. No
You won't
ma'am.
give me Streets of Rage. You won't give me none of the stuff I'm
Oh,
you won't give
you know
me
what?
nothing. So just go away. I'm tired of
You know
having my
what?
heartstrings.
Oh, I feel you though. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel you on that. Streets of Rage. They need to make another Streets of Rage.
Oh my
They need to make a decent. If they're gonna make a decent, they need to bring back some of the other ones. Streets of Rage. What other ones? They need to make another. Virtual Fighter. They did 5, so that's kind of okay. They need to bring back some of the other ones, like they did with the Rare Collection. They need to make an actual legit Sega collection, or at least remake something.
Yeah, like something legit, something. But I mean, I'm just
Speaking of Streets of
tired
Rage,
of
they go
Sega's
ahead.
just like a door salesman at this point. It's like they keep knocking on your door. Hey, would you like to take a survey?
Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Sonic the Hedgehog? What? No, I'm
like,
good.
no, get off of my doorstep. Stop. Like, that's just how I'm viewing them right now, but it's all good. At least they're trying something. They're trying to get, some feedback, so I can't even be mad about it. So, yeah, I did do some of those. So, but it's just like, dude.
I did one. And then I just found out that Killer Instinct has an actual date for Season 3 release, but I'll probably cover that later. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at the article right now. I was actually popping on. I was wondering when it was talking about Season 3, all this hype, and I was wondering, they finally got a date. It's March 29th.
Okay.
So do you play with a fight stick when you play Killer Instinct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, looks like there's an update. PlayStation TV discontinued in North America and Europe. Woo!
You knew that was coming.
Well, I mean, yeah, I saw that coming like a mile away.
I mean, I knew it as soon as they brought it out.
That's kind of like Sony. That's just like Sony's signature mark. Is they'll come up with something that's a fairly good concept.
Don't support it.
They don't support it, or it doesn't work properly. They don't back it, and then they just get rid of it. Like, why does? You know what? Screw it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I don't care. That's just Sony. That's so Sony.
That's so Sony. It's the future. I can see.
All right, so I think we're coming to a close here. We hit up every topic we got, unless there's any other updates that we should know about.
That Uncharted one was kind of interesting, but that was like random.
Nah, we're good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and close out here. I really appreciate everyone coming through. Everybody out there who's watched us and all that stuff, thanks for coming through. Please check out everybody's channel. I will be posting our 2 guest channels below, so give me yours, LG. So I have to get yours and put it in the description. Be sure to go and check them out. We're going to go ahead and log out. So I'm going to start with you, LG. Go ahead and log out.
Log out? I mean, isn't that where I just leave? No, I know what you mean. Thank y'all for watching. I thank you, Coupon, for having me on this podcast. And
not a problem.
I finally get to get in. I'm finally with the cool people. No, but y'all can find me on Twitter at 210LG, Facebook 210LG. Be sure to check out my channel. I do a mix of music, vlogs, and gaming. And also be sure to check out the Dynasty Network, where we're growing together with integrity. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy and Level Up podcast partner, Brooklyn Boss. Be sure to check that out as well.
Shout out to him.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. And Levelhead, go ahead and log out.
Hey guys, I enjoyed myself. Glad y'all invited me. Look forward to future opportunities to be on the Set It Off podcast. I'm learning you guys. I'm familiar with Miss K and Nia, but Miss Strive and who else is that? Neil and
Meek.
I enjoy myself. Y'all are fun. So anytime y'all want me back, just let me know.
Not a problem. Thanks for coming through. I really appreciate it.
We need another slap yourself.
What's that?
So we need another slap yourself.
Yeah, right.
Man, I was tempted to do one, but I stopped myself. But anyway,
it was too deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that series back. I'm gonna have to work on because y'all about the 8th or 9th persons that done said
Please
something
do.
about that.
Those were
It was
funny.
good.
Those were funny.
Mhm.
Somebody actually made a comment related to that in my chat, but everybody was talking. I didn't want to.
That's what's up. All right, so Miss K, go ahead and log out.
It's your girl, Miss K, aka 219 Gary IND. Y'all can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and it's been a great cast. I had a good time, and let's do it again in 2 more weeks.
Yep. Alrighty. And video game her, the Nia, go ahead and log yourself out.
What is up, everybody? It's your girl, Nia, the video game her. And shout out to all the people in my chat. Like, my freaking Twitch chat and my YouTube chat was live. So shout outs to y'all. I see T-Dude. I see Fly Girl Gaming. I see Lockett. I see Zach King. I see Chariot Man. I see
That's
a lot
what's
of
up.
y'all representing for the homies right now. Make sure that when this is archived, when this is done, you hit that good old like, because everybody else gonna see it. If you got yours linked to your Twitter, go ahead and give it a share. Let everybody and your mama and your dog and your cat know about the Set It Off podcast. Like, I'm gonna say that on every podcast because I always have so many people coming up to me and saying, "Oh my God, your podcast is so dope. How come y'all don't get enough views?" Like, y'all are the ones that can help us get more views. Share, 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 share.
Right.
Got it,
It's
got it,
easy.
got it, got it.
And I appreciate
so
it,
easy.
appreciate it. Alrighty then. Meek, wake up.
I'm
Log
not
yourself out.
I'm not asleep. What up, y'all? Y'all know this is Meek Gaming. Y'all can check me out in the description below to my YouTube channel. You can also check me out on Facebook, Social Gaming. I want to thank Kuuppon for having me on. And sorry wasn't talking well because Meek got the flu.
Aw, I appreciate you coming
Hope you
through.
feel better.
How you do?
Yeah.
And Lynn slipped out on us, so can somebody log her out?
How would I?
I don't even know how to win ball.
I forgot.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Lee. Yeah, you said I wasn't gonna last time. I think I didn't.
Here we go. Miss Lynn. What did she say? I don't know what she says, but hey, y'all know what it is. I have her link below in the comments below, so by all means, go hit her up. Give her a like. She is on the road to how many subscribers? 2,000, I think now, or 1,000 or something. I don't know. Man, Lynn, if you just waited 5 more minutes.
I gotta go boo.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah, you go poop.
Yo, wow.
No joke, I tell you the
At any rate, I'm gonna go ahead and log myself out. So I really appreciate everybody coming through, hitting us up. By all means, as Nia has said, hit those likes, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, so we can get this out there because we want to make Set It Off a big thing. We want everyone to hit us up and and let us know what we're doing and what we can do to improve and get some better things going on, because we do plan on doing some more stuff with the ladies here and some special guests in the future. If you want to be a special guest, hit up any one of these ladies or myself, and we will talk to you and let you know if you can be on the next one. So unfortunately, we won't have one next week, but it'll be the following week after that. So there we go. So I'm going to log myself out because I need to get some rest.
No, you don't. You gonna be on the wow.
I need some rest. I'm tired. We sick in here. I gotta get these ladies to bed. So thanks for coming through, and good night.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.